By the time this video has finished, I will have read 200 books in 2025. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another spoiler-free reading vlog. I am currently set at 196 books read so far this year, and by the end of today we're going to read 4 more to make that 200. I originally set my reading goal for this year as 100 because I knew I would be able to do it. I didn't want a super crazy numbers challenge because I didn't want to put pressure on myself, and now it's November and I'm at 196, so we're about to hit double that and hit 200. Very excited to see what's going to be my 200th book read this year. I guess that's it. That's the premise. Let's get straight into the first book I'm going to pick up today. And that is none other than The Minders by John Marrs. I have been on a bit of a John Marrs binge recently because I found his Dark Future series. They're all standalone thrillers, but they do have a few references to each other, and I'm really enjoying the Easter eggs. And basically his Dark Future books are supposed to be set in the near future, where each one has a different premise for like a new thing that could be great for the world, and we see how it goes wrong. For example, in the one, which I rated 5 stars, is where in the future they've found your genetic match. All you do is send in a DNA sample to a dating app, and then you end up getting matched with the person who is genetically your 100% match. You know, you're gonna have the best kids, you're gonna have the best love life, you're gonna have the best relationship, and you see some couples where it really works and other couples where it really doesn't. We've got the Marriage Act, where marriage has become so much more popularized by the government because they're noticing that married couples live longer, last longer, perform better in their jobs. So they start giving you all these benefits if you sign up to the Marriage Act. But one thing you have to have is at 10 minutes at any point throughout the day, they are secretly like listening into what's going on in your relationship, and they can deem that you guys are having troubles and they step in to intervene. I'm not 100% sure what this one is about, so I'm gonna look up the synopsis because I'm very excited. 5 strangers guard our secrets, only 4 can be trusted. Information is king, but computers can be hacked and files can be broken into, so a unique government initiative has been born. 5 ordinary people have been selected to become Minders, the latest weapon in thwarting cyber terrorism. Transformed by a revolutionary medical procedure, the country's most classified information has been taken offline and turned into genetic code implanted inside their heads. Okay, I'm not going to continue on reading more because I'm sold by that and I don't want to know anymore. I want to go in blind other than that. I would also really recommend the audiobooks because they all have a full cast of narrators. One thing about John Marrs is he's going to give you a bunch of different POVs, but he's also going to make the characters really 3D and unique from each other, so you don't get confused. I actually think I might listen to some of it on audio. I do have a Kindle copy as well, so I think I'm going to switch back and forth depending on how busy I am. But it is currently Friday evening. I have no plans for this weekend other than, I guess, to read. So I'm going to read The Minders this weekend. I'm going to read the whole thing and I'm going to keep you updated throughout. So I guess I better get started and we'll see how it goes. Who I've been joined with. You're not normally in my videos. Normally it's your sister. This is Snowball. Normally Custard is the one that wants to come in my room for a cuddle. But we've got Snowball today. Hey. So I'm now about 20% into the audiobook of The Minders by John Marrs, and I'm not enjoying this as much as I've enjoyed the other books in this series, which is very interesting because I've noticed with John Marrs I really like most of his books. The couple I don't like are like the first couple he published, and then after like 2016 I think I've liked all of them, which is interesting because this is like book 3 in a series and I liked book 1 in the series. I rated that 5 stars. The 1 was 5 stars, so I must not be disliking it just because it's one of his earlier written books, because that's not the case. It doesn't follow the trend, which is interesting. You know when authors put a couple quotes from different people before the start of their books? The Minders had a quote from Donald Trump, which I thought I had heard wrong. That was a jump scare in my ears when I picked this book up. It's not the type of quote you'd expect when I say it was a quote from Donald Trump. It wasn't a bad quote, but felt so unnecessary to have that in there because Hello, I don't want that. I'm not loving it as much. I'm not as hooked by the story so far. This was the premise that was the least interesting to me out of the 5 books in this series. I've read 1, 5 stars. I've read The Marriage Act, 4 stars. I've read The Family Experiment, 4 stars. This is The Minders, and then the other one is The Passengers, which I am interested in, but I didn't realise this was a series, and I've read the series out of order, so I've had a lot of bits of The Passengers spoiled for me. It's the one that's referenced the most in each of the books. So I don't know how much has actually been spoiled until I read the book, and I will definitely read it, but that might affect my enjoyment of that. Anyway, that's not the book we're talking about. We're talking about Minders. Those are my thoughts so far. I'm gonna listen to some more of it. Let me show you the cuteness that's happening behind me though, by the way. You know how we had Snowball? Well, Custard gets pretty jealous when I'm not giving her attention, so now I have 2 dogs in my bed and no room for me. But it is literally the cutest sight ever, the 2 of them cuddled up together, so I'm gonna leave them for a little bit before I move them into their side of the bed. But yeah, for now I'm going to leave them for a little bit longer because I have some stuff to do on my computer and I can't bear to break this up right now. It is now the next day and I'm about 70% into The Minders by John Mars. I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's fast paced. I want to know where it goes, but there is definitely something missing. I don't know. I don't think I'm connected as much to the characters because I don't feel like I'm really rooting for them the way that I would be if I connected to them more. But yeah, it's still good, it's just not as good. My audiobook says I have 1 hour and 47 minutes left, so that is what I'm going to do with my afternoon. I'm going to listen to the remainder of it, and then I don't know what I'm going to want to pick up next, but I'll be back to let you know what I end up rating it and my final thoughts on The Minders. So I have just finished up The Minders by John Mars and I think I'm going to rate this 3 stars, which is honestly a bit disappointing because I have loved every other book in this series so much more. I did like this. I had a good time. It was fast paced and it kept my interest the whole way, but I didn't connect to the characters in the same way. I feel like some of the plot twists were a little bit too far-fetched, even though this is kind of sci-fi anyway. But yeah, I did like it, definitely. I'd recommend this series and I'd recommend John Mars, but maybe don't start with this one because I don't think it's the best representation of what he can do with the thriller. So, 1 book down, 3 more to go. What are we going to read next? And this is one I actually started, I think in a different reading vlog, but I wasn't in the mood to read it at a time. I got about 100 pages in and I'm in the mood to pick it back up. This is Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Fields. I got to page 92, chapter 7. This is a pretty, like, a classic fae romantasy. It's about a human girl in a human world and a fae world, but she's not like other humans. She needs to make a deal with the fae. I enjoyed what I was reading. It didn't feel like it was going to be a 5-star, but then again, I don't think I was in the mood for it, so I'm hoping now if I pick it back up, I'm going to enjoy it just as much, if not more. This is actually a duology and I have both books. I really like fantasy duologies because you don't have to commit to a really long series, and both these books are, I think, under 400 pages. So I'm very excited to be picking this back up in a reading vlog and being able to read it fully with you guys. Just picked this up and immediately remembered why I put it down in the first place. I really liked the human world. I really liked being in it. There was a little side character of a goblin who I absolutely loved, but I put it down at less than 30% in and we've already left that world and I don't think we'll ever go back, so bye bye goblin. I miss him, he was my favourite part. Also, very insta-lust. I would say insta-love even. Like I said, less than 30% in, less than 100 pages in. He's already made a deal with her, like, I need to marry you because I need a queen, and she's quite happily accepted that. She's like, yeah, good. She's really into him. She's like, I'm excited to go and meet his family. Like, I'm 90 pages into a fantasy book. We're not supposed to like each other right now, okay? There's supposed to be so much more world building and, like, I don't need enemies to lovers, but I don't need us to just be happy and in love 90 pages in. What? Yeah, I forgot about that bit and I've been very quickly reminded, so hopefully there's some conflict and they don't like each other for much longer because otherwise it's going to be boring. I'm just gonna put it out there, it's gonna be boring if that happens. I am about 200 pages in now. I didn't have much to tell you until I read this quote. Let me tell you guys. If I believed you wanted someone else, then I would make you watch as I took my time ending their existence. Are you kidding me? Yes, I loved that so much. I wasn't really enjoying this book, but that quote did get me. I will say, it's very easy to read. It's kind of a brain off book, which I don't normally get in like fantasy and romantasy books. Normally, if I'm reading anything with fantasy in it, it requires my whole attention. But like with this, I've been listening to the audiobook while I've been doing other things, and I still know exactly what's going on and I'm absorbing all of it. I don't think it's going to be higher than a 3 stars at the moment. If it carries on the way it's going, it's between a 2.5 and a 3. Don't think it will go above a 3, but I hope it won't go lower than a 2.5 because that would not be good. I've only got like 150 pages left. Like I said, very short book. It's like 11:30 right now, but I'm not tired yet, so I honestly think I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this book, and I will let you know tomorrow morning what I end up rating it and if I actually even finished it or not. But yeah, I don't know. It's not really one that I can update you much on because there's not really anything to tell you about because nothing's really happening. So it is now Sunday and I have finished up Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Fields. I'm gonna rate this book 3 stars. I didn't like the Insta-lust. I didn't like that I felt like not much happened, but I will say more happened in the second half. And also, when you put into perspective, this is a 350 page fantasy book. How much is even going to be able to happen then? Like, I don't know. It read very easily and quickly. It was like a brain off book in a good way. I don't want to say it was simple because that sounds negative, but I mean it in a positive way. It was one of those, I know what I'm getting myself into. This is going to be an easy, fun, quick time. And I enjoyed it. With that being said, the 199th book we're going to read is going to be the second book in the duology for a number of reasons. This is Wrath of the Damned by Ella Fields. I was intrigued enough by the ending that I want to pick this up and see what we do. And also when I finish this, I will have completed a duology. Like, I really like duologies because it's not a huge commitment to like an 8-book long series. This is also like 370 pages, so it's not going to take me forever, and it's another easy brain off read, I'm hoping, because I don't have the best concentration right now, so I'm hoping this will keep my attention. I've also seen this as dual POV because in book 1 we only got her POV, so I'm excited to see what being in his head is like. I want the next book we read to be something that I think I'm gonna rate really, really highly. Like this one, if it's a 3 stars, that's okay. Like 3 stars is good, but I don't want my 200th book to be a 3 star. I want it to be something I at least think I'm gonna rate really highly. I've got a couple ideas in my head of books I really want to get to, but we will decide that when it's time to. For now, I'm gonna pick up Wrath of the Damned. I've got the audiobook for it, so I think I'm gonna listen to it for a bit. And we'll see how this goes. This one's 370 pages, I believe. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell you much about it because it's the second book in a duology, but I will let you know if I'm enjoying it. Okay, so it has been hours since I last spoke to you. I am 150 pages into Wrath of the Damned. I am flying through this book. I'm liking it just as much, to be honest. I think it's feeling like a 3 star so far, but I am interested in like a plot development that we've just had, so the second half might end up bumping it up a bit. I'm flying through it, like I'm reading it very quickly. It's a very easy read again, which is what I wanted, so that is a good thing. It is, what time is it right now? Like 9:30, but I have an early start tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna read a bit more, but definitely not gonna finish it tonight. I probably will end up finishing it tomorrow though, because like I said, I'm flying through it. I don't really have any other thoughts. Like, I'm enjoying it. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing, you know, noteworthy enough to tell you anything particular. And I also can't spoil anything because it's the second book in a duology. So I guess I'll update you when I have something to say. One thing about this FMC that is annoying me so much is she's the most gullible, like, easy to believe FMC I think I've ever met. She was in the human realm and she believed these things. Then she got taken to the Fae realm and she was like, all of that's a lie. I believe this now. She got taken to one court and she was like, I believe all the things they believe. Then she got taken to another court and was like, everything that court believes in is a lie and I believe in what this court believes in. Then she gets taken back to that court and she's like, no, I believe in this court stuff again and this court was all a lie and everything. And it's just like, she's just believing whoever is telling her things. She just believes them in the moment, and then the next time someone else contradicts them, she's immediately like, okay, you must be right and that must be a lie. And it is annoying me so much. Make your own opinion, girl. Form your own opinions. Don't just listen to the men around you and let them shape what you believe. Oh, it's really annoying me. I've just got home from work. It is already dark out. It already feels like I should be going to bed right now, but it's literally like 4:30. It's very depressing and it's not helping that I'm not loving the book I'm reading. I've got about 110 pages left, so I will be finishing it tonight. However, absolutely nothing's happening. It's just a lot of spicy scenes and like she says she hasn't forgiven him for what happened and all of this, but like, girl, you are down bad. Don't even try and deny it. You're just saying that to like save your own feelings, but it's not working. There's been a couple moments where it feels like something's gonna happen, like something starts to happen plot-wise, and then it just nothing does. I'm on chapter 28 right now and something is about to happen, but I have a feeling it's just like not gonna once again. I don't know, there's no way this is getting more than a 3 stars. I honestly think it could be a 2.5, but again, I'm flying through it. I'm reading it very easily and very quickly, so I do want to give it credit for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this so that we can move on to something better. But I will let you know what I do end up rating it. We may be in the same angle, but time has in fact passed and I finished Wrath of the Damned. I'm gonna rate it 3 stars. Again, this is a very average series. I'd recommend a lot of other books before I'd recommend these, but they weren't bad. Like, I knew what I was getting into. They were quick, they were easy, they were short. Yeah, too much spice. I skimmed quite a few chapters. It felt very repetitive. I did like how we actually got some stuff happening in the last 100 pages. I liked how it wrapped up, and I am glad I'm finished with this duology. I think 3 stars pretty much sums all those feelings up well enough. So I guess let's be done with this book and move on to what is going to be my 200th book of the year. I know you're probably tired of me saying it, but it's finally here now, so I'll stop. This book has the potential to be rated very highly if it's done right, but it could go either way. I got this recommendation from Amber Sometimes Reads on BookTok, over on TikTok, obviously. She is one of the newest people I found, and I'm obsessed with her account, so please, I'm sure you know who she is already, but if you don't, go check her out. And this is a Christmas thriller. Okay, because I haven't read any Christmas books yet this year and it's Christmas soon and I want to get in that mood, but I don't just want to read a cutesy holiday Christmas romance. I want a thriller set at Christmas. I feel like the family drama is enough to get a thriller. You know what I mean? Like, I want this to be full of family drama, full of toxic secrets coming out, and if it does that, I could end up loving it. What is the book called? Well, it's The Christmas Holiday by Michaela Davids, and it is on Kindle Unlimited. It says The Perfect Vacation or The Perfect Murder, which sounds just like what I want to read right now. I'm pretty sure from the synopsis that this is about, like I said, family secrets, family drama, and then they end up getting snowed in at the cabin they're all at for Christmas. I assume a murder is going to take place by that Perfect Vacation or Perfect Murder bit that's on the front cover. I don't want to know any more than that though. I am going to go ahead and get started reading this. I think it's very short as well. How many pages is it? 268, so I could end up reading this very quickly. But it is already 7 PM right now and I have some things to do this evening, so definitely not going to read the whole thing tonight. It is one that I feel like I will fly through though, again, if done right. So I'm about 40% into The Christmas Holiday. Not loving it. Not loving it. I will say I'm reading it very quickly. It's a very easy read. But I just had 2 easy reads and this one feels even easier. As in simplistic. It's very much we're being told rather than shown, if you know what I mean. Everything's being spelled out, and I don't want that in a thriller. I don't need everything overly explained. I want you to allude to things. I don't want you to tell me things. I want to be guessing, like, oh, could that be something I need to save for later? Could that be like an important plot point for a plot twist later on? But like, I'm just being told everything, and yeah, I don't know, not liking it. I don't like any of the characters at all, none of them. And I think I'm supposed to like a couple, but I'm not. They feel quite bland, and again, they are telling me everything, so there's no mystery, and this is supposed to be a thriller, so it's not thrilling so far. I'm gonna listen to probably the next 10%, get halfway through, and then go to bed and finish it up tomorrow. I'm about halfway through the book now, and I'm really disappointed. I feel like there is no mystery in this because literally everybody's intentions are laid out for you, to the point where they will literally say, I am feeling this way, but I'm also feeling this way. This is what I want to do. Like, how is there gonna ever be any mystery if we know exactly what everyone's intentions are, exactly what everyone wants to do and how they're feeling? The mystery element is the prologue is about someone finding a dead body and that person being arrested for it. There's only so many people it could be. It's also a woman's perspective, so that narrows it down even more. That's literally the only mystery element right now, because anytime some sort of suspense or like what could that be starts, it then gets explained straight away. I really thought I would love this, and I think I would if it was written differently, but yeah, very disappointed. This is looking like a 2-star right now. If the second half does not get more mysterious, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I have 20% left of the Christmas holiday. I'm just gonna get it finished. I'm not liking this. Let's see if it can redeem itself, because no, not the book for me. Very disappointing, very simply written, and not in the way that Nectar of the Wicked was, where it was what I was wanting. It was easy to follow, simple. This is like everything is shown, not told. We are literally getting told everything. There's no mystery in the mystery book. It's not good. I'm so upset because I really wanted to like it, and I still think if someone else wrote this plot in a different writing style, I could love it. But for now, let's just go and finish up this last 20% and see what I end up rating it. It's the next day, and last night I finished up The Christmas Holiday by Michaela Davids, which means we have officially read 200 books this year. That is absolutely insane, but I'm very proud of myself. I'm gonna rate this book 2 stars. That was such a disappointing one to be the 200th book. I didn't like the writing at all. It was way too simplistic. It wasn't mysterious at all because everything was being told to us. I guessed the plot twist as soon as I met the characters. I guessed like even the details of why and how the plot twist was going to happen. I knew who was dead at the beginning, and I knew who was the person being framed for it. Like, I knew all of that because it was so obviously written. It was very disappointing, but it does mean I've hit my Goodreads goal for the year. And I guess that's where we're gonna end this video. I have had so much fun filming this. It has been an experience for sure, and we didn't read the highest rated books, but it was definitely fun and entertaining to film my reactions at least. I guess that's all from me. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!